Hey guys, you're back in the States and you're thinking of coming to the Philippines and you've reached out and met somebody online. And I'm a full believer, you should meet people online. You should get used to talking to Filipinas and just to understand them and get to know them. I think you should talk to more than one, but I do agree with you're sitting at home, you're sitting on your couch, and you want to experience what it's like to talk to one of these beautiful Filipinas everybody talks about. This video is about how can you tell if you're being scammed online. Now guys, back when I was in the States, pre-COVID, 2015 to 2019, I was reaching out and talking to many girls online. I got used to them and I wanted to know their culture. I wanted to know about their life. I wanted to know how things were in the Philippines. And I watched a lot of YouTube. I got a lot of advice from different YouTubers, but nothing is the same as talking to a girl. We're there, we're home, we're lonely, and now you have this beautiful younger girl who is interested in you and she wants to talk to you. She cares about your daily life. So what are some of the warning signs to know that this relationship isn't going anywhere? These girls will do what I call love bombing you. They're going to tell you right away that they love you. They're going to be engaged with you on a more personable note. Somebody who is much more interested in you. When this happens, it happens too fast sometimes. I've talked to girls and before the first video chat is over with, she's already saying, I really like you, I really love you. And especially within the week, if you're talking to her every day, within 1 week, she's going to be saying how much she loves you. She's trying to get you committed to her. She wants to hear the word back. She wants you to be committed. And as a scammer, she wants to possess you. She wants you not to be searching anymore. She doesn't want you looking for anybody else because you're her mark. She has you. She has you online. She's talking to you and she doesn't want you going anywhere. And she'll start sharing with you personal information, which normally somebody wouldn't share with you until after you've known each other for a very, very long time. And she's going to go into the poorness of her family, the poverty she's in, or the needs that she has. It might not happen right away. It might not happen in that first video chat or later on in the week. But before the week is over, you're going to get a sense that she's in need. And basically, she's not going to ask you for money. This girl is not going to say, hey, can you send me cash? Can you send me money? No, there's going to be a need. And the need is going to be small at first. And people laugh about this, but load is the first base of a scammer. She's going to talk to you and say, well, I can't talk to you anymore. I'm out of load. I have to go down and buy some more load. And you're sitting back at home and you want to talk to this girl longer. Of course you're going to send her load. You're going to say, let me send you load. What is your phone number? And she's going to give you her phone number. You're going to go on many different websites where you can order load for her and send it to her. Now it's only going to cost you $3 or $5. No big deal, man. No big deal. That's a cup of coffee and a donut. You're going to do that. But now she's got you hooked. She had you to send some money to her. And now you're getting intimate, not physically, not with photos, but you're getting intimate with your personal information. You're going to start talking to her and she's going to dive into your personal life where you would normally not tell anybody some of these secrets. She's trying to make that emotional connection with you that you need her. And she is the only true girl for you. In this love bombing that she does, she's going to, first thing in the morning, contact you. And she's going to say, how did you sleep? Did you eat your breakfast yet? Are you okay? Did you take your vitamins? These are common responses in the morning, common questions these girls are going to ask to keep you emotionally tied to them, thinking that they really care for you. I'm really concerned. I'm calling you first thing in the morning. As soon as you wake up, maybe even before you wake up, you're getting that ring on your phone and it's a video chat. And she wants to know, how did you sleep? Did you have your breakfast yet? She wants to contact with you before you have a chance to talk to anybody else. She is going to constantly be chatting you. She's constantly going to be sending you a text. She's going to want to know where you are all the time. Now this girl's just got you on the hook now. You sent her load. She knows this. She's milking you for information about your life, who you are. You're sharing secrets with her. And now it's become an everyday event that you're going to talk to her. Every morning you're going to get up. If you're retired and you're living alone, you're going to spend a lot of time talking to her. If you're working, you might walk out to your car or your truck and you're going to put that phone up there on the window. You know how you can stick it on the windshield so you can be driving and have a video chat with somebody as you're going to work. And she's going to ask you intimate questions about your life, but also personal questions. She's going to ask, how much money do you make? And you're going to want to tell her. You're going to want to impress her with your ability to earn money. You're going to want to impress her with your possessions. You might show her your truck or your car, how nice it is. You're going to show her the property you live on. You're going to show her the house that you're in, the furniture, the big screen TV. You're going to impress her with what you have, because as a man and you're older, you have insecurities. And the insecurities are, can I hold on to this pretty young girl? How is she going to stay interested in me? And we all know possessions, money is a magnet. It's a magnet. It's a magnet with girls in the U.S. When you date somebody, they don't want to date a broke-ass guy. They don't want to date a guy who is homeless. They don't want to date a guy who lives in a studio apartment. They want to date a guy who has a car, has possessions, and can take care of themselves and is bringing something to the table. And when you're talking to the Filipina, you're showing what you can bring to the table. You're really showing off. And she has a catch now. She has a guy who has a lot of money. She's thinking, you're rich. You have that truck. You're rich. You have a place to live. You have a big TV. You have a couch. You show her your bedroom. You just show her everything. And you're bragging about it. And it's what I call flashing money. When you're here in the Philippines, you're doing it online. You're flashing your possessions. And then you tell her you got a job. And maybe you're making $1,000 a week at your job. So you tell her, yeah, I make like 60,000 pesos a week. Wow, she's thinking 60,000 pesos. That could be, 6 months' salary or a year's salary for some of these girls. It's a lot of money per week. And now she has really, really got you. She has you. And now she's going to go further in her needs. She's going to start telling you about things that need to be fixed. She's going to show you her personal belongings. She's going to show you the floor and that 2-inch thick foam mattress that she has to sleep on. And it's not even a mattress. It's just a piece of foam that she sleeps on. And she's going to show you the chairs that they have. Maybe their chairs is just a piece of plastic, the white plastic chair. Maybe they're sitting at a table that's made out of wood, and it looks like a picnic table. Who knows what they have, but they're going to show you where they cook on fire. And they're going to show you the dirty kitchen part of the house, or the house in the province where their parents cook. And they're going to show you, we don't have a stove. We don't have a refrigerator. We take a bath outside with a bucket. And maybe she'll show you a video of her in a t-shirt and shorts and throwing that water over her head and taking a bath while people are walking by. 1, you're going to find it exotic. 2, you're going to find it sad that here you are just getting out of a hot shower. Maybe you just had a steak dinner that you cooked for yourself, a ribeye steak, baked potato. You ate just very well. And you show her a picture of that meal. And she shows you the picture of her meal, which is some rice and some dried fish. But it is nothing compared to that piece of ribeye that you're eating. And now you're feeling sad. They're trying to make you feel bad for them, that you want to help them. And I've known a lot of guys who said, oh, I don't like that. Let me buy you a stove. And you send money for a 2-burner cooking stove and a tank of gas. And then you say, you don't have a refrigerator. Let me send you money for a refrigerator. Once you're sending this money to the girl for things, it's not cash. You're not sending her money. And many guys tell me, hey, my girlfriend has never asked me for a dime. Well, they didn't ask you exactly send me 1,000 pesos or send me 800 US dollars. They told you things that they don't have. And then you just feel guilty and you send it to them. And you're supplying the house. Now I'm going to tell you something. If your girl is really living in the province and you send them money for a stove or you send them money for a refrigerator, I've been to houses where they have a new refrigerator and they never use it because they can't afford to pay for the electricity. They never plug it in. I've been to houses where guys have sent 2-burner stoves, 4-burner stoves, but they don't use them because they don't have the money to buy the propane for cooking with that stove. Plus, they enjoy cooking with wood. They go out into the, you're going to call it the jungle, I call it the forest here, and they collect wood. That's what they do all the time. They build up a little wood pile and they cook with wood. It tastes good. It's like barbecue. It's what they enjoy doing. It's how they've lived their whole life. And here you are trying to impress this young, beautiful woman that you're the right guy for her by showering her and her family with gifts. Now, we get back to the point of this love bombing. She's going to constantly tell you how much she loves you. And she's going to always say, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift. But here's the hook. The things never stop happening. There's always a problem. Honey, my brother's motorcycle's broken. He needs a new tire. Honey, my cousin, they're starting school this week. They don't have money for books. Honey, my mom is sick. Can you help with the medicine? It's very expensive. Honey, honey, we have problems. Honey, we have problems. They just tell you the problems, and then you reach out to help. And that's what she's trying to do, to get you to help as often as you can without her directly saying to you, please send me money. Now, later on, down the line, she's going to start asking for money. She's going to start asking, hey, I don't want to live here. If you're coming to the Philippines, I don't want to live here. I want to move into the city and get a job. Can you help me? So you help her. You send her money to move her into the city. You send her money to get a room in a boarding house. And then you see the boarding house and you go, oh my God, I'm not having my girlfriend live in that boarding house. You end up getting her a nice little apartment. Next thing you know, you got to buy some furniture. Now you're going to plan to come to the Philippines. And you're thinking, I'm going to come and my girlfriend's there and she has a place for us to stay. You know, I don't really have to spend much money. So you get on that plane and you make plans to come. And you come. You physically come. And you see her and she gives you 2 weeks of the best sex you've ever had. She gives you 2 weeks of pleasure, entertainment. She takes good care of you. And then you go back home. She's got you. She's got you for life. And she could have 2 or 3 different guys doing the same thing, because all you guys aren't coming at the same time. All you guys can't be there on the same month. I've heard stories where a guy came unexpected and she just told him, honey, I can't see you. I have family emergency. I'm sorry. You should have told me you were coming. Why? Because she's probably with another guy. She needs time to plan and she needs time to make it happen. Now, girls go to school. A lot of guys want to be benefactors to these girls in school. Oh yeah, I want to help you get an education. One, if they're still in school, they're way too young for you. You know, but say you're in your 40s or your 30s and it's not too young for you and you want to help them through school, go right ahead. But make sure that money's going directly to the school. How can I tell you that you're being scammed? It's the constant bombardment for more and more money, more and more issues, more and more problems. Now you sit at home, think of your family, think of your whole family, and think how often do they have a problem? How often is one of them in the hospital? How often is one of them broken down with their car? Now, they're not asking you to help fix it, but how often do you hear the story, oh, my car broke last week? You hear these stories, but it's not a news story every day. And here in the Philippines, or any country that you're finding a girlfriend, you're going to find that they have problems every day if they're scamming you. Because women who really care for you are going to be very protective of your money. They don't want you to waste your money. They want you to save your money, have a retirement fund, and come live with them and retire and be happy here in the Philippines. The good ones do that. The ones that are scamming you, they can't get you to spend the money fast enough. You know, oh, we're having a birthday and I want to buy a pig. Well, they've had many birthdays and they don't buy pigs. And just because you're in the picture, now you got to buy a pig. And instead of a 5,000 peso huge birthday party, because you're paying the bill, this party now is 30,000 pesos. They're renting an event area. The family's coming from everywhere, and you're paying for the food, you're paying for the drinks, you're paying for the transportation, you're paying for everything. Where normally the family goes to birthday, they go to somebody's house or wherever they live, and people bring food and they celebrate the birthday, they enjoy their company and time together, and then they go home, and it's not an expensive deal. But because you're in the picture, you want your girlfriend to be proud that she has a boyfriend that will help her. You know, you're putting her on that pedestal where now she is the rich aunt. She is the sister or the cousin who has a rich foreigner boyfriend. So when these relatives need money, they're going to come to her, and she's going to tell you their sad story. She's going to say, you know, my cousin needs shoes, or the iPhone broke, or something. These people don't need iPhones. And when I say these people, the girls here, they don't need iPhones. They buy inexpensive phones. They buy reconditioned phones here, and they're on payment plans. And it's not much, because every Filipino you see here has a cell phone. You drive down the road, everybody has a cell phone. They're not overly expensive. There are expensive cell phones, and don't be the fool to buy it. Now the girl has built that connection with you. It's that personal connection. You're telling her personal stories, she's telling you personal things, and you're probably even in that intimate online thing together. And you're thinking she is all yours. But now here's what happens. She has you locked up. You're it. You're sending her money all the time. She has you locked up. Now she's looking for others. Now she's not going to be available all the time. She's going to say something like, honey, I can only talk to you at night. I'm going to help my aunt at her store, or I'm going to get a job as a maid or something. She'll come up with some reason why she can't talk to you all the time. There'll be inconsistent times of talking, where in the beginning, she was on your phone 24/7. Now that you're hooked and you're sending her money and you're sending her stuff, she doesn't need to talk to you as much. As her time with you becomes less and less, she's going to have more reasons not to be available. But when she contacts you, she's going to want to know why you didn't pick up, it took you 10 minutes to reply to the text message. Why? She's really going to question you and hound you to where you are. When you ask her these same questions, she's going to say, you don't trust me? Why you don't trust me? I'm just busy. I have family life here. I have to take care of family. I have things to do here. And, you know, she's just going to have a ton of excuses why she can't talk to you when you want to talk to her. But my God, you better be ready to talk to her when she wants to talk to you. That is very common here. And the thing is, once you get into that where you start sending them money often, or you put them on an allowance, 10,000 pesos a month, 20,000. I heard of this one guy who sends 45,000 pesos a month to his online girlfriend that he has yet to meet in person. Guys, let me know what you think about that. Sending 45,000 pesos to an online girlfriend who he has yet to meet in person. So the problem here is you're going to have this fast developing romance, and this love bombing you right in the beginning. You're also going to have a lot of inconsistent stories. They're going to tell you something that happened. You know, you'll remember something she told you last week. I bought new shoes last week. And then when you talk to her a week later, you ask her about the shoes. She said, what shoes? You know, inconsistency to their stories. The hardest thing with someone who lies and tells stories is it's not the truth, so they have to have a great memory. And they'll start forgetting things. And if they have more than one guy online, they're going to mix up the stories, what they told you or what they told Dick or what they told Harry. So the inconsistencies in the stories, if when you're done talking to them and the conversation's over, you hang up, you know, the phone or, you know, the WhatsApp or Facebook, whatever way you're talking to her, and you question yourself, you said, that was weird. You know, she didn't remember that. Or that's not what she said last week. These are red flags for you to remember. These inconsistent stories are big red flags. As time goes by, they start not wanting to do as many video chats. You know, they're busy, or the children are here, or my sister's here. I don't want to video chat. Well, it's because they're in a place or situation where it would be a lie to you. Maybe you bought something, or they told you they live in this little boarding house, and they really don't. They live in a nicer apartment, or they're living with a family. Maybe they're living with a boyfriend, and he gives her time to do her scamming when he's at work or when he is out and about. Maybe her boyfriend is a student, and he doesn't know nothing about all this, which I doubt, but maybe that's the case. But she doesn't want you to see where she's at, so she doesn't do the video chat. And remember all the sudden emergencies. People don't have emergencies all the time. They just don't. Every family member doesn't go to the hospital in a 1 month period. My mother is in the hospital. My father is sick. My brother is sick. My auntie is sick, or my uncle died. All these things don't happen in a short period of time. There isn't an emergency every day. Now, they might have a problem every day, and they're looking for you to solve it. Hey, we just got the electric bill. You think your boyfriend can pay for the electric bill, so they don't have to work. They don't have to spend their own money. They have you. But if they have an emergency every day there's something new. It's like when you're talking to them and they say, honey, I have something to tell you, and in the back of your mind, you're saying, I wonder what they need now. You just told yourself, then it's a scam. And you think it's too good to be true, you know, and remember what they say, anything that's too good to be true probably is not true. Here's a beautiful 21-year-old girl who is in love with you, and you're wondering, how can that girl really love me? It's too good to be true. A girl from that side of the world loves me. What can I do? You're thinking about it every day. What can I do to get there to be with her? And maybe you're even thinking about bringing her to the U.S. Think hard about that one, guys. But it's just too good to be true that she cares for you that much. And it probably is too good to be true. They also don't want to put things on social media. They want to keep everything private. On her Facebook, she's not going to put in a relationship with so-and-so. She's not going to put anything on there. Now, she might put it's complicated, which could be a million different things. She can put single, which, you know, she's single, you're not married. But is she going to put down in a relationship with, or is she going to put down I'm engaged to? And does she have multiple social media, you know, Facebook pages? Check into that. Do some homework. Do some due diligence. Search her a little bit. I'm going to give you one tip. You take her photos and you go to Google Image and you do a reverse search and see where these photos come up. Maybe you'll find that she has more than one Facebook page. You know, you have to do some research on these girls. You have to trust but verify. But, you know, everything I'm telling you is from the thoughts that they're scamming you. And remember, guys, you're doing everything that you think is right. You're being a nice guy. You're helping a family. You're helping a girl with money. You have extra money. It isn't the amount of money, you know, but it's just maybe you're doing the right thing for the wrong person. And you really have to consider what you're doing, that you're not really helping anybody. You know, teach a man to fish, but don't give him fish every day. You got to let people earn their own. And until you're in a committed physical relationship together, you have to be very careful, because you really can't tell what a person is or what they're like until you're together for a while. Now, there's many good stories of guys who have met their girlfriend, their wife online, but the number one thing they have in common is they never asked for money, they never accepted money. If you wanted to give them anything, it was like pulling teeth. You had to just push it down their throat. These guys end up in a great relationship. So you have to look for that. That's a telltale sign. Once they start telling you, not that they want money from you, but they have needs. You always have to remember, people have needs and they have wants. And you have to separate from that what they're asking from you. Is that a want? Even though they're saying, I need a new phone. Or do they really just want a new phone? Do they need a new refrigerator? Or do they just want a new refrigerator? You can buy used items here. So you, in your own mind, when you hang up from talking to them and you sit back in your chair and you relax and think about it, before you go on Western Union or whatever method you use to send them money, but before you hit send, make sure it makes a lot of sense. Give yourself time to think about it. You have to think hard. Now, how can you avoid these things? One, when you meet somebody, they're not going to tell you they love you at the end of the first hour of talking. Two, they're not going to tell you, hey, I don't have no food, can you send me food? I don't know how many girls I've talked to, even here in the Philippines, they contact me, through YouTube, and they talk to me for a minute, and then they say, can you help me? My baby needs milk. Or can you help me? I need food. Can you help me with load? They're always asking, and if they're asking for money within the first hour of your conversation, and some do it within the first 10 minutes, block. Other thing I'm going to tell you guys, talk to more than one girl. Tell that girl you're talking to, well, I just met you online. I'm going to reach out and talk to other women to see who I like. And I want to be friends. And if they agree to that, and you have to be able to talk to other women to compare the difference. Because you're falling for a picture of someone on a video. You don't really know them. So talk to this one girl. If it doesn't feel right, go talk to somebody else. If that doesn't feel right, go to somebody else. There's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of women that you can talk to online to take the loneliness and boredom away out of your life. You're a grown-ass man. You don't go down the street, you don't walk downtown of whatever community you're in and give people who are asking you for money thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. You don't do that. So why are you doing it to someone online who you just met? It's just like that homeless person you just met downtown. Why don't you give them money? Because they're either being lazy or you give them a very small token amount, enough for a coffee or a sandwich. You're not giving that person hundreds and thousands of dollars. Why are you giving a stranger 8,000 miles away that kind of money? Be careful that your girlfriend or your online relationship is not a scammer. Trust but verify, and you'll be happier for it. And the best way to verify it, get on a plane, come here to the Philippines, and meet them in person. You can tell a lot more from somebody when you meet them in person than just through a video chat. Until next time.